Hey, boys. Coming out of yesterday's practice, we all know it wasn't good enough. Today's practice, it's gotta be great. Game day's coming fast. Let's go out here.
What is it? Here we go. Wide eight. What is it? Hey, here we go. Wide eight. What is it? There we go. What is it? There we go. Wide eight. What is it? What is it? There we go. Wide eight. What is it? Here we go. Wide eight. What is it?
All right, this one's for all the marbles. This is for gold.
All right, gentlemen. You must have had your oats this morning.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is taken at his 4, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 65, 65.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Dallas Cowboys. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, 46.
They run the counter. It's Elliott. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Cooper was the target there. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come on. Watch twist.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you. I got you.
Now here's Goodwin with another jet sweep. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
13. Slam. And get go.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception? What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
You'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Come on now. Check 9. Check. Tighten up. Check.
Now Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Check. Fresno. No.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Wide. Get
They'll try the right side with Elliott. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Cooper's got it. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a second down coming up. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Prescott now. And he's going to go down again. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
3rd and long for Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Cooper was the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go, defense.
On first down, it's Coleman. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Man open, it's Goodwin. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, Amy! Lock! Bravo! 50 Cent, Mike, 50 Cent.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Niners 7, Cowboys 0. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. He's coming to you. He's coming to you.
Elliott running right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Show it up. Check 24. Check 24.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check right, 54. Right, 54. Check right. Back. Hey, kill. Check 37. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. 26.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's got run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. His 17th touchdown now on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Garoppolo first down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here we go.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
11.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check, boys. Lock. General West.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This is Coleman with a grab. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The kick by Gold is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
I can't believe they even let you play. 154, undercrutch. He's cracked. 26.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
3 down. 26.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded at the 20. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. Again, he finds an opening. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Coleman. And he'll be stopped about a yard after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. It's Coleman here. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Trying to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Prescott now from the 50. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go. Get out there.
This is Elliott. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Cowboys will go. Prescott letting one fly deep for Cook. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now Elliott. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Done.
Throwing, Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Zerline connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. That's caught. It's Coleman. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Hey, John.
On 1st down, it's Coleman. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
11. Hey, my 7.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Here we go.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
11.
They'll run on first down. Coleman, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Toronto.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Coleman. He's got the first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score, Niners 27, Cowboys 14.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Here we go, 47. Safety's creeping. 26.
Now Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 32. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. On first down, it's Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
65. You got nothing to run. You got nothing. Check that.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Mike, here we go. 180! Black! 80 weapons. 80 deck.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for our visitors, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.